all platforms. So there we go. Welcome. It's a bigger crowd than I was expecting tonight. I was getting the feeling that people were not up to it, but got a lot of our loyal crew here. So you might, if you don't end up having any kind of audio issues, you can unmute. I'm just going to ask a few questions today before I begin. I set do not disturb on. Why does it still disturb me? Oh, well. Okay. So I have a couple things in mind. One is we could redo old standby neurological drawing, but that might be a little old hat. You guys are getting used to being really creative. Another idea I had is today maybe just giving you the theme, but not giving you any examples. How do people feel about that? And I'll still be drawing, yeah. Anyone here that they feel like? And I guess here's the thing: is if you need an example, just keep watching. I'll start drawing something. I'll start playing around, and I might try 2 or 3 different things. If you get the idea, you get an inspiration, you can just begin going. That works, right? Yeah. Some head nods, got a few. Excellent. Okay, cool. So here's the plan. Whoa, that shouldn't happen, but it does because I'm in speaker view mode. Let's see if this works. There, that's a little less crazy. Oh, it's kind of fun too. So let's let everybody online know who's here tonight, and they're just smiling faces. So this is the thing I was thinking of. Oh, let me mute my mic. There we go. Okay. The sound okay? It probably was a little crazy there for a minute. Is it okay now? Okay, cool. The theme I was thinking about was wind. Where I'm in Rosebud, and we get wind, and it varies. I mean, there's days when you're just out there and there's just the most gentle breeze and it's just whispering through the trees. Or in the middle of winter, you get these blistering storms. Sometimes we have these windstorms at night, and I'm in bed and I can hear a wall of wind. I can hear it in the distance coming, and it's, and then it hits my whole patterns. You could think about symbols. You could think about your imagination of what wind could be. I think some key things about it are motion, repetition, waves. It's another wave thing, but the waves can vary quite significantly. It's got direction, and it has eddies. It's got flow and it's got eddies. We can see that in the way it moves leaves and things. Is that enough? Too much? You got enough to go on? I'm gonna try and figure out what is dinging at me here. I think probably Facebook, so I probably need to just close some apps here. But in the meantime, I'm gonna start some music, and if it's too loud, figure out your own level, or turn it off and put on your own music if you want. And especially if it doesn't suit the style you want, you might find your own inspiration. My music's going to be pretty mellow. If you want to paint storms, you might put on some heavy metal or some inspiring classical music, something that's kind of wild. I don't know. All right. Okay, time is moving on. Probably another 10 minutes. So. 5 more minutes. Are we getting close? Yeah? Okay, good. Just take about a minute to finish up. Hello, Jocelyn's cat. And Lori, I must apologize. I think I called you by the wrong name earlier. Not depending on my dumb brain, I just read what was on the screen.
I don't know why it signs in. This is my daughter. I have no idea why it signs in by Elise, and then when I see that, I'll change my.
It's got to be the default in Zoom. You probably can change the default, but yeah. I was like, I was going, Elise, that's not right. But hold on here. It was too late by then. Hey, can you guys hear that sound at all? No, I think I've got it set up so it cuts out all the noise. When I started this whole thing, I don't know. I mean, I might be a rain god, or I might be jinxing things, or it just could be happenstance, but there was no wind when we started, and now it's blowing against my house. I can hear it coming down this chimney right behind me here. So much fun. Yeah. So yeah, it's a little interesting. Okay, so let's see who wants to begin here. And I'm going to try and figure out how to make this also work with the recording. So I'm going to be playing with the screens a little bit, and weird things might happen. One of these days I'll figure out all this tech, and then by then I'll be dead. So it's all going to be good. Jocelyn, you've already shared. Do you want to go again? We lost Irene, but Irene's often shy about sharing if she's not absolutely ready to go, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try and spotlight you for everyone, and then... Okay, Zoom, that works on Zoom. I don't even have to do... Well, no, that works on Zoom, but it doesn't work on the live broadcast because I'm not doing Zoom. Let me see here, hang on. Oh, that works. As long as you have somebody spotlight. Cool, all right. What do you guys think?
Really pretty.
It's very pretty.
Oh, that's beautiful. Does it have glitter on it?
It does not. It's pencil crayon.
It's just texture
Really
pencil
pretty.
crayon. And it reminds me of like Celtic knots a little bit. Well, I mean, and it looks like something that I would like to do a lot. Yeah. So there's some beauty in it. And the more I look at it, the more there's dimensionality. Things are overlapping, even though they're cut off, but wherever it's overlapping, it breaks. And I like that. And it just feels like, especially in the top right there's layer upon layer. It's like 6 layers up. And it's and it floats above the pencil crayon. And I like that.
Yeah, I want to do like interesting lines, but if you look, none of the lines actually cross each other. They all break before they...
Yes, that's exactly what I was looking at. Okay, I sure hope people can hear what you're saying. I hope I've got the sound set right today, because I'm also messing with that.
It's kind of loud.
Oh, no, it's cool. Yeah, and that texture is so great. Are you using a textural paper for that?
No, it's just sketchbook paper.
Oh yeah, but with sketchbook with a bit of tooth to it. It's not like slick paper. Yeah. Okay, cool, lovely. Like that a lot. Evelyn, do you want to go? You're still muted there. Go ahead and talk to us. Talk at us. It's all good. Still muted. Can you find the little microphone at the bottom there?
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there were a couple of new things.
Yeah.
Okay, so first, I hate wind. I should tell you that.
Well, then I'm looking forward to seeing a piece that's just full of anger. Arrgh.
I try not to do that. It's the reason I don't do medicine anymore.
Well then I can understand your feeling then very much. That makes a lot of sense.
This is not me.
Medicine Hat, Lethbridge.
it's pretty.
Oh, hey,
Beautiful.
pull it back just a bit so you can see more.
I love it.
Very lovely. Very lovely. That
Pull
is
it-
beautiful.
Pull it back just a bit. No, hold it up again. We didn't get to see quite the whole thing, I don't think. Yeah, we didn't get to see the right side there. Yeah, that way. Yes.
Love the colors. Nice.
It is beautiful. Yeah, I love those.
Then there's another one, because one thing I do like about wind is what it does to trees in southern Alberta anyway. So then I do.
There we go. That's better. Oh my goodness. Yeah,
I really like that.
that's just
That
gorgeous.
was more fun to do. So there's no way.
It's like the tree hanging on for dear life.
There was always a tree just north of Red Cook, Alberta, that we used to call a lone tree.
Hmm.
It was kind of like that, and then it was held together with like barbed wire and things. The farmer tried desperately to keep it alive. And that's what it reminded me of.
Cool. Excellent.
Nice.
All right, we're gonna go with Lori,
Okay.
not Elise.
No.
Oh, now guess what?
That is so pretty.
Are you using gouache or acrylic paint?
Using these
Ah,
pasta markers. They're acrylic markers, and then I use watercolor on it.
well, I was surprised because there's the opaqueness. There's colors, lighter colors covering darker colors. That's pretty. Yeah, very cool.
Thank you. It's I'm not a fan officially, but I like talking about the tree. I like the shapes that it can make of things, and I was kind of thinking how hair whips around my face and stuff the last few days outside.
This has some connections to Jocelyn's. It's got, especially in some parts, it's got some of those linear things and the breaks as they overlap and things like that.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
man, yeah, I love these eddies. And then there's a kind of a cacophony in the bottom, lower right that creates a real focal point there, pulls you into that, where things get messy. Like it's there, other places it's flowing freely, and then there's all sorts of eddies and things going on. Yeah, it's pretty sweet stuff. Oh my goodness, you guys. We need to create our own line of like cards or something, or posts or something. All right, we're going to go with Deb. She saw
This is the channeling out to have the same thought about trees.
Oh,
That's nice too.
that is so pretty. That's really lovely.
Yeah.
I love the leaves.
It kind of reminds me of like Disney animation, like Fantasia. Kind of hear the classical music and the whole.
Or the Pocahontas one, where the leaves swirl as they come out.
Colors of the Wind. They're going to copyright infringe us for even mentioning it. Don't start humming it. Whatever you do. Yeah, but it's true. Those three curls on the right side, that's so intriguing. It's like the right side of the paper has got a windbreak and everything's piling up against it. That's very cool. All right. Anything else about that you want to share? You good? Okay. We're going to jump over to Jennifer. Hey, Jen.
My mind. Hello.
Yeah?
Am I being heard?
Oh, yeah. We can hear you.
Okay. So my mind went to 3 different places, so I actually ended up doing 3 different kind of things to get my mind going. So this is the first one.
Oh, that's so cool.
This one was kind of more inspired. I was in Waterton this summer, and I think it comes from the windows, but I was also really inspired by the winter. So it's kind of
I remember them down there. The farms are impressive. Yeah.
yeah, for sure. So
But
that
they're-
was sort of a and then it
But
just was
they're also they're kind of
draw-
playful pinwheels though. They're playful pinwheels. Like the scale could be huge or they could be just tiny little play. Because it's got that playful feel about it too, about yo-yos and pinwheels and stuff like that too. Cool. All right, let's see your next one.
So the next one, my mind went to this old anime movie by Miyazaki called Now She Got the Wind Valley. And she had her own glider that she would ride around in the air. And
Yeah.
I know it's a little hard to see, so kind of these would be the handles which you hold on to.
Yeah.
These are the wings, and that's and then the top is sort of like the hotel view.
Oh man, what a great illustration. Yeah.
It's one of my favorite Miyazaki movies of all time.
Yeah, if you guys
I think it was like one of the first ones I saw when we moved to Japan.
yeah. Like wow.
That's very cool.
Name a few of the other ones.
That's the glider.
There it is. There it is. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's Nausicaa.
Yeah, yeah. Miyazaki films are just brilliant, guys. If you ever have a feeling to watch anime that is just poetic and great storytelling and beautiful, as opposed to just nonsense, his movies are amazing. Yeah, so that's cool.
Yeah, and Nausicaa, that one has you're right. That one has kind of a sort of a conservation sort of a message. Let's take care of our land better. Maybe that's supposed to be there. And okay, so now this is so cheesy because it already came out, but I like
There we go.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, no, I love it.
That song, I found it very fun, but also really beautiful at the same time. And I also have a soft spot for First Nations. And I just like the colors, and I just all I could think was colors.
Very
That's where my mind went today.
Pretty. That's a lot. That's a lot to do in that short period of time. Not bad. Just keep at it.
I don't do details very well.
Well, we all develop over time. Okay, let's go, Linda.
Okay.
That was my limit.
Oh wow.
Ah,
Vortexes.
yes.
So pretty. I love it. So much depth to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought maybe I should have more more distinct, but anyway. I used that feather brush. It's very. This is actually the first time I've ever really done for you at this class. Total watercolors. I really use watercolors. So yeah.
It's gorgeous, the layering and all that. It has a bit of a feel of a storm map from above, like when they show hurricanes and things like that happening. It's got a bit of that feel, but definitely there's lots of swirling motion, and those two pieces.
That brush. I used that fan brush.
Can you show us? Yeah. So some people may not be aware of what a fan brush is. I own several, but I don't know if I've ever used one.
Can you see? Oh,
There it is. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was really nice to work with, actually. I just daubed the paint on and used that brush. Yeah.
Cool.
That was fun.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. She's always working to the very last minute. She looks up, she makes comments, then she was down and back doing her thing. Because she's probably going to be drawing for another couple hours afterwards. Just my suspicion. I don't know you well at all. I don't know you at all.
I went on a completely different plane than anybody else. For me, when I think of wind, I think of wind in my face and being on the horse and just riding a horse and the wind in your face when you're sitting on that saddle and you're riding. So I did a saddle.
Wow.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's neat. That's wonderful, Christina.
Is that ink wash?
Always framing whole pieces of art.
Yeah.
No, just pens
Pens
and brush.
and brush.
Oh,
Wax
waters. Ink.
Yeah, loving it, loving it. Did you find a reference for that to work from?
I sure did.
Yeah. Cool. Well, you really transformed the reference too. I mean, you took it to a whole new place. I like that. Yeah. I mean, that's the beauty of taking a reference and making it your own. Yeah. It's a totally different work. These people online are always. Sorry, Lori. Go ahead.
Is you saying the strap with the buckle or the
It is.
It's gorgeous. I love that part.
Yeah.
Thank
It
you.
really pulls you in. I see so many people online just showing off that they can copy something exactly, and I'm going, that's wonderful. That's good. Showing good that you've got good technique, that you've got good perception, that you've got strategy. Doesn't mean that you're creative at all. So I love it when you take it and you transform it, you make it your own. That's so much more, to me, so much more impressive. I love it. Cool. Yeah.
Thanks, Randall.
Thank you. All right. Okay, now, I think I have to change things up here and go to my iPad and, ooh, look at my face there. And let's spotlight that. There we go. Okay. Oh, not even. Let's get rid of this interface. So, so it started out. It started out so super gentle, you know, and then the wind started coming up, because the music was all gentle and things. And I'll probably post a video for this one instead of just the image, and it just grew over time. And then I played a lot with the things you can do digitally with layering and repetition and styles on different layers, and came up with little rules for myself that all the warm colors were in the flows of energy, and all the dark blues and greens and turquoises were the background and the noise of the space. And I don't know. That's okay. I'm talking.
Profile of the color. How they like sort of. I don't know. You've got some that are just smooth, but then there's like broken, especially the warm colors.
Mm-hmm.
They're really like dry brush in some places. Not everywhere, but
Yeah, and a lot of this kind of stuff, I used a blending technique that totally reversed those. I didn't actually redraw those lines. They just copied them and just changed their blend mode, so they pulled the colors from beneath them and inverted them, and then placed some stronger contrast, like you can see here. Right there, you can see where the light blue becomes dark brown when it shows through those the lines that have now been transformed. So, oops, I can't take all the blame for that. Somebody's cats were showing up there. I don't know. Was you, Jocelyn? Okay. All
I
right.
really love the way the colors kind of bounce off each other. Like there's just so much movement in there. It's really neat.
Well, and I think you can see that if I've got anything, I've got kind of a theme, a color theme that I'm working with a lot, and I think happens throughout a lot of my work when I'm looking around, and it's from subtle to really strong, and that's kind of an orange blue complementary color, kind of split complementary thing that I do a lot of. I gotta
If you
try.
were reading that with real, like with watercolor, how would you do a really strong color on top, like you've done the white?
Well, I'd use a different kind of paint. I'd use a gouache. So gouache is also water-based, but it can be opaque, and so you can get that effect of working it over top. in whatever color. And that's why I asked when someone else there was working with those opaque pens. I was asking, could have got this fairly same, I think it was Lori's, the same effect by using gouache paint. Of course, you could do it in acrylic paint too, but gouache is easier on paper. It's kind of designed for design and paper and all that kind of thing.
You could also mark it out with that glue stuff, whose name I cannot remember, the white parts.
You could mask it, with a masking fluid, and then and it's like rubber cement, and then when you're finished, you just rub it, and it pulls up. And to get some of this texturing in here, you can do that with salt in watercolor. If you throw in salt, it pulls in the paint and creates these little daubs, and as long as the paint is just the right wetness still, partially dry, and you use the right amount of salt. So that's a bit of an experimentation to play with. So masking fluid, salt, those are two things I would use to do this exact same thing in watercolor, or not this exact, but this style and feel of thing in watercolor. Yeah, and other things you can do with watercolor is you can actually scrape. You could take like a credit card or a gift card, and you can scrape it, and you can create some hard edges and push the paint around. And so there's, especially if you want to do more abstracted things or something that's very edgy and constructivist or whatever. But those are things that you don't typically see people doing a lot of in watercolor. I mean, they're all used. I shouldn't say that. There are some people that use all those techniques a lot, and use them in realistic landscapes and everything. So you can use them in all kinds of painting. I was about to put a limit on it, and there really isn't. Okay. Alrighty-o. I'm going to turn that off. I think we've finished commenting about that. Okay. Cool. Thank you for showing up. I'm going to do a brief commercial, if you don't mind. I've started a new online group, and it's currently meeting on Friday late afternoons, and it's called Improve Your Art, and that's a paid subscription membership thing. And right now, I'm just offering it at a kind of killer deal of you get in free for the first month, and then it's $20 a month after that. And I think very soon the price will at least double, if not triple. Because it's an hour and a half per week, and it's bring whatever you've got, any questions, any art, and I will give feedback, and I'll expand the time and the times for the number of people that there are. If it gets to like, there's 30 people showing up and I've only got an hour and a half, and 10 of them want to show their art or get good feedback, and others are coming along for the ride. And everyone has their week when they want to show stuff, and then maybe another time when they just want to observe what's going on. The other thing is, with the membership, you get free access to all replays. We've only had one meeting so far, so there's only one replay, and there are only 3 people, and it was kind of rambling, but so it goes. And nobody had anything to show yet. So that's available, and I don't even know if I've got a link up for it. I'll probably post a link the next couple of days if anyone's interested in joining in on that. And dare I go any further? I am teaching the first round. Some of you were in my beta course for doing the drawing, and now Deb's in my new drawing course. And again, it's at the lowest price it's going to be, and because of the strong interest, I wasn't going to offer it again until March. I'm thinking maybe of doing my free workshop again in within 2 weeks, and then start another cohort of the class. And if I can get enough people, I could be teaching that course 3 times a week, at least 2, but maybe 3 times a week, and people could jump in whichever sessions best fit their schedule. Although the one cohort will probably be ahead of the others, but some people might fall behind, and then perfect for them to catch up by jumping into a different cohort at a different time. I got an idea as well I want to bounce off you guys. I'm thinking of setting up an affiliation program where if you recommend people and they purchase courses, then you get like discount codes. And the more people you recommend, the higher your discount code is. and then you can use it for coming to further classes and things. Or you can gift it to somebody else if you want to do that. Do you like that idea? Does it, or is that, yeah? Some of you are saying yeah? Okay. So it'll be pretty simple. There's electronic systems and everything like that. It's a little tricky to do all that. I think probably at the beginning here, ooh, that's what's hanging in. I've got a cord hanging there. That's for my overhead camera when I'm teaching. I actually show my hands drawing on the iPad. It's a lot less disconcerting than just showing the iPad or drawing on paper. So yeah, it's my overhead cam. I think it's going to be as simple as send me the names of people that you recommend, and I'll check against my list, and then I can create a code for any amount, and probably it'll be something like, I think it's going to be very little if it's like workshop, maybe 2% off for every person you bring into the workshop. But everyone that signs up for the class, 5 or 10%, and then so you could, get yourself a free class if you want at some point. Okay, so you're free to start doing that if you want to. And like I say, I'll probably start promoting as soon as I decide on a date. I'll be announcing the next workshop. And pretty cool. Okay, any questions for me on any of this? I'm trying to start to make a living at this because I've been investing so much in this that it's a bit of a desperate situation now. I've got to actually start to make it pay back, and I'm still putting a lot of free time into this, into the community and the group, and I'm trying to keep my 2 other jobs, not get myself fired from my 2. I'm down to 2 other jobs right now, not 3, fortunately, and this one. And I still haven't painted much in the last while. That's one other thing. On Thursday, I've got a friend who's in the group, Vladimir, Father Vladimir. I don't call people father, but I guess that's what I should say. He's a Orthodox priest, monk, icon painter, iconographer. And he's going to paint me an icon of Luke, the patron saint of painters. Probably, a little icon. And it'll have probably gold leaf and the whole thing on it. And in return, he's going to get on Zoom with me on Thursday and be on camera. And I'm going to try and paint looking at him on Zoom and paint his portrait. It's nutty. I'm freaked out. And so that's probably why I committed, and I'm promoting it so that I can't back out at the last minute, unless I'm deathly ill or something. And it may crash and burn like you don't, if you like to watch car wrecks, that might be just the place to be. If you're a bit squeamish, you might want to stay away, because I have no. And I've got to figure out the tech. I've got to figure out, every time I've gone live, I've realized people have mostly seen my shoulder or my back most of the time I'm painting. And you may not realize it right now, but I've got 2 monitors up here and my iPad and about 10 pieces of software going, and audio software and video software and streaming software. And so I'm a video producer at the same time I'm trying to create art and do whatever. I wish I will probably get to the point where I automate this whole thing and I just push a button, but I'm not there yet. I'm still figuring things out. We finally figured out how to get you guys music and me being able to mute my mic so that you didn't hear me crashing around. The only thing is I got a copyright thing from Facebook and said it's going to mute part of my videos because there was a claim on some of the songs, which were songs that I got from a source that claimed that I can use them absolutely royalty free. So if it's not one thing, it's another. So if you watch the replay, there might be big gaps of nothingness, and the video might even be pulled on YouTube entirely. If it's, I'll have to go check. I'm going on and on about technical stuff. I'd love to hear from you guys if you've got any particular things, like if there's classes or courses you'd like me to see me implement. I'd like to, serve you, and like if I can serve you while I'm also, starting to make a living as an artist, that'd be lovely. So, and thank you for being here all the time. Mondays are still inspiration to me and lots of fun, and And I always get inspired by watching everything you do. And like I say, I'm getting impressed. We maybe have to make a coffee table book or some cards, or I don't know, just an online gallery. Hey, I could do that actually. I can create easily a Smug Mug, a gallery on the site called Smug Mug, where you can just pop your stuff up, and we can make it a public gallery, and you could just share the URL, and anybody could see it. If you're interested, you guys, do you want me to do something like that? Yeah.
Sounds cool.
Okay. And it'll be just, it's just going to be whatever lines there. And it's like not moderated at all, and so it's just going to show it in whatever order. And I think you can go in and you can comment on each piece. So you could go in and say, hey, this is my piece, so that people know who produced it and whatever. I don't know if there's a way for that to show up otherwise in a shared gallery. Anyway, I think about doing that, because I'm doing it now with my classes. It's a new thing I just tried, and it's a great way for the students to submit their work. So instead of, I mean, they hold it up to the screen while we're teaching, but sometimes you go and like, I can sort of see what's going on there, but then when they add it to the gallery, then I go in and look at the detail and see everything close up, and even download it to my iPad and then do some revisions and some suggestions on improvements and things. Okay, my goodness, I've blathered on. Yeah, it's getting very late. Okay, you guys, you're very patient, you're very generous. I love it. Thank you so much. So kind to me and to each other, and so encouraging. It's always a blessing. So thank you all so much again. Okay, have a good night, all. You might. Thank you.
everyone. Thank you, Randall.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, Randall.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye now.